Ladies and gentlemen, back with the 5-Star Podcast for the first in a little while. Hope you enjoyed our anniversary show, but now we're getting back into some independent wrestling. We've got an upstart company, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, and got a guy here who's going to be debuting, making his debut at AMW here in September. Stan, how's it going?
Doing real good. How are you?
Pretty good. So I've seen you work around here a little bit. What's it like working in Eastern Kentucky?
Well, Eastern Kentucky is a really good place to work because there's a lot of great wrestling fans, and whether you like them or whether you don't like them, the fans seem to always bring high energy and excitement to every place around here. And
I see that you're going to be working a match with Larry D, who's been around here before, against Kyle Maggard and Clinton Stacy on September 8th. Have you ever worked with Larry D before?
Oh yeah, me and Larry D go way back. Sometimes we butt heads, but then sometimes we get together, and then when we get together and we get on, we like to beat people up. That's what we do.
Larry likes to talk too. He's been on here a handful of times. Loves to talk, and he says that he's going to maybe have to carry you through this. What do you say to that?
Well, yeah. We both like to talk. I like to talk myself. Larry's been known to talk, but all I'm going to say about that is, I've yet to be pinned over here in Eastern Kentucky, and my partner, he can't say that.
Can't say that. If you so you're confident with you and your partner. What about Clinton and Kyle?
Well, me and Kyle Maggard, we've had an ongoing feud, I'd say, for over a year now, and we don't see eye to eye, and I don't really like Kyle Maggard too much, to be honest with you. And now Clinton Stacy has come into the mix, and he's a young upstart, good-looking guy, big, muscular guy, and he's got a bright future ahead of him. But I've been seeing on Facebook where he's already talking a lot of smack, and he doesn't know what he's getting himself into, because he's let Kyle Maggard talk him into something that is going to be big trouble for him, and more than likely is going to hurt him at the end of the day. Because when you climb into the ring with Stan Sierra and legendary Larry D, because you see, the one thing about me and Larry that we both agree on is, like, we're not out to put ourselves over on Facebook. We're not out to brag about how great we are. We just simply show up and beat people up. It's that simple. No gimmicks, no fancy words. We just show up and beat people up.
Showing up and beat people up. So on September 8th, Buckhorn, Kentucky, AMW, tell us what we're going to see from a fan if we come, especially to see your tag match. What we're going to see on September 8th.
Well, on September 8th, if you are a fan of Kyle Maggard and Clinton Stacy, then it's going to be a very sad, disappointing night for you. You're going to go home with your feelings hurt, because me and Larry D are coming there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to kick butt. And I personally am coming there to finish what I started with Kyle Maggard over a year ago. I haven't forgotten what's went on between me and him, and I'm sure Kyle's not forgotten me either. So I'm really looking forward to stepping in the ring with Kyle again.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there, be on the mic for a little bit, be looking forward to meeting any of you guys that come out. But Stan's going to be there, Larry D's going to be there, and they've got some plans for Kyle and Clinton. We'll see you guys later.
Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. This is Brad Thomas. Few of you may remember my name, but quite a few probably have no idea who I am. You see, I used to be heavily involved in professional wrestling. Used to be one of the top recruits on the East Coast and actually in the nation. And 2009, I stepped out of the squared circle and told myself I'd never get back in. And since then, I've got a lot of phone calls from promoters around the area, promoters around the nation, saying, Brad, you need to get back in the ring. Brad, we got a spot for you whenever you return. And to be honest, I never had a desire to return. When I stepped out, I said I'd never step back in. So when I got the phone call from John Noble, a fire started to kindle. Me and John have a long history together. We've been on the opposite sides of the ring, and we've been on the same side of the ring. And I said, John, what can I do for you? And he said, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling's asked me to find a tag partner against the Heat Seekers. The Heat Seekers, if you aren't aware, are probably the greatest tag team on the independent circuit, if not in professional wrestling altogether. They've held the NWA World Tag Team titles. They've held the U.S. Tag Team titles, the AML Tag Team titles. Let's just say they're really good. They're at the top of their game. And at first I said, John, you're going to have to find someone else. Listen, I haven't been in the ring since 2009. And I said, I don't think I can help you out. And he said, Brad, will you think about it? Would you just think about it? So here I am. It's about 1 a.m. My whole family's asleep. And I can't stop thinking about it. Very rarely does opportunity come back around. Does opportunity knock twice? And there's something that's inside me that, I don't know, maybe it was never fulfilled. Maybe I never knew my true potential. Maybe it's just who I am. It's not something you can turn off. When you're a professional wrestler, you're a professional wrestler. It's in your bones. It's who you are. It's a part of your core. And maybe it's something about the Heat Seekers. Maybe it's pride. Maybe it's ego. Maybe it's an opportunity to say, hey, if I beat these guys, if me and John Noble beat these guys, then I still have it, that we still have it. Now, John's not, he's not taking any time off. He's staying pretty active. He's always in great shape. What a ring technician he is. And long story short, I called John back the other day and he said, you know what, John? I'll do it. He said, you will? I said, yeah, I will. Under one condition. Under one condition. He said, what's that, Brad? I said, John, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling says they have a motto that says, let's make wrestling great again. And I said, John, I want to leave it all out there. If this is my last shot, if this is my last time in the ring, then I want to hold nothing back. I want to give 110%. I want to see, do I still have it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Come September 8th, Buckhorn School, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, Heat Seekers. Get ready. Because I will be. And John will be too. See you then.